These visuals have had a chilling effect in South Korea. ICE, or the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Department, released these visuals of what was a raid it conducted on a Hyundai LG battery factory site in Georgia last week. 475 were handcuffed, more than 300 of them South Korean nationals. Trump's immigration task force claims they were all working illegally in the factory. While LG and Hyundai haven't commented in public, South Korean officials say many of these workers were in the country on 90-day visa waiver stamps or short-term business visas to set up the factory. Seeing South Korean nationals being shackled in this video evoked a sharp reaction in Seoul. Major newspapers called the televised images humiliating, while LG Energy Solution suspended most US travel for staff. South Korean diplomats spent an intense 48 hours hammering out an agreement with Washington and will now send a chartered plane to bring back all its nationals who were detained in that raid. American officials called the sweep the single largest site enforcement operation in Department of Homeland Security history. Stephen Schrank, Homeland Security Investigations top agent in Georgia, said the action sent a clear message that those who exploit the system and jeopardize our workforce, as he called it, will face consequences. President Trump echoed that line, telling reporters they were illegal aliens and ICE was just doing its job. Was that really the case? Some of those who were at the plant weren't there to take American jobs. They were there to set up the factory that would give Americans jobs. Seoul called the timing regrettable, saying the arrests come at a critical time when the momentum of trust and cooperation between the two countries must be maintained. In short, if the US is asking for other countries to make investments in the US, as Hyundai LG was setting up the battery factory in Georgia, the last thing they would expect is to be targeted and raided. The Alabel site is a flagship $7.6 billion project where Hyundai plans to turn out electric vehicle batteries with LG Energy Solution. Construction has come to a halt after agents in helicopters and armored vehicles swept through the partially built plant, chaining workers at the wrists, waists, and ankles. Hyundai insists none of its direct employees were among those taken, but said it is auditing subcontractors to ensure the same high standards of legal compliance are demanded of them as they also demanded of themselves.
It's a very interesting situation that took place in Georgia, and we heard about it yesterday. At the same time, ICE was doing right because they were here illegally. But we do have to work something out where we bring in experts so that our people can be trained so that they can do it themselves. Does that make sense? Right?
US opposition lawmakers have accused the Trump administration of using the spectacle to energize anti-immigration voters ahead of next year's midterms. The world is watching. Business leaders warn that investor confidence, already shaken up by Trump tariffs imposed in July, may not recover. Add to that uncertainty this kind of humiliation. Companies and nations planning to pledge billions of dollars to kickstart Donald Trump's Make America Great Again dream will think long and hard if it's worth the risk. For more such stories, subscribe to SNG News, hit the like button and follow for more news updates.